everybody, welcome back to Sharing Color and Art. If anyone is watching this, I just wanted to tell you I'm still alive. I've received several messages from people wondering if I was ever coming back, and I am. But I've been gone because of health problems. As you all know, I've had several things going on. I tore the muscles out of my shoulder. They could not repair the 3 muscles that were torn in my rotator cuff. So they had to do a reverse shoulder replacement and leave me with just 2 muscles in my shoulder to do all the work. So I've been having strength issues. The other issue is that I've got continued problems with spasms going down into my upper back and then up into my neck and into my skull, which cause migraines and other issues. And even right now I'm really tight, but looking down to paint or looking at a table easel starts to stress me, and then I have to give up, and it affects how well I'm drawing, or painting or whatever. So it's been tough. Took me, my surgery was in February, so I was in therapy until the end of May. And then I still could only lift about 1 pound with my right shoulder, lifting it up over my head over and over. I could do it about 7 times. Now I'm up to higher weights, but I'm still very weak. It's taking a long, long time to recover. And I've lost a lot of motion, like putting my hand behind my back. Because it's a reverse shoulder replacement, normally your ball or your socket is on the outside and your ball is on the inside. Mine is reversed, so your arm use is kind of reversed, so you lose a lot of that behind your back motion. It's just the way that the prosthetic device is made, but I'm getting there. So the last thing I did was I was playing with a little bit of air-dried clay, and I made like a little coaster and a little dish to put like rings on or earrings or whatever. I still need to paint them. That was in February I did this, and they were still sitting there on my desk. So I'm going to paint those, not today on video, but I am going to paint them. The other thing was we went on vacation in July with my sister and brother-in-law. My brother-in-law set up this vacation. He says, let's go to Arkansas. Well, Arkansas is a beautiful state. I've had people say, what's in Arkansas? Who's in Arkansas? And I'm like, well, the mountains are beautiful. So we go driving down there, 13-hour drive from my house, and we get there. We're not even in the mountains. We're in the valley, right on the river, right after the big floods. So it was a little nerve-wracking. But anyway, we stayed there, and it was hot. It was so hot that on the world news, they showed Arkansas is the hottest place in the entire country the week we were there. And it was over 100 degrees, I believe, some days. And we had heat indexes like 117 to 120 degrees. It was stifling to breathe. Luckily, we have AC in our trailer, so we did a lot of hanging out inside, and I thought I could have been doing this at home, and I kept watching the weather at home, and it was like 75. One day it was in the 60s. I thought, are you kidding me? It's like my favorite weather. But no. So we get home, and the day that we need to unload, it's 90 degrees. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. But anyway, what I was getting to on this vacation was that I took some sketching supplies with me, and I attempted to sketch. It came out horrible. I'm ashamed. It came out so bad. I tried to draw a tree. Now, granted, it was a complicated tree with a lot of twisting and stuff. I couldn't draw a tree. Trees are like my easiest, favoriteest thing to do, and I couldn't draw a tree. So I thought, oh my goodness, I need to get back to this. I need to start sketching daily in a nasty old sketchbook and get my skills back up and get back to it so that I can do videos. So that's what I'm going to do. But anyway, with my health issues, this neck thing is very fatiguing. Plus, I have chronic fatigue from my adrenal insufficiency. We were on vacation. That acted up. We were in the Blanchard Spring Caverns, which is a cave. It's 460 feet below ground, and it's beautiful. It's amazing, and my husband had never seen it. So we went, and it was 58 degrees in there, and it was wonderful. Everybody didn't want to leave. We're standing there in the dark, and we didn't want to leave. But we came out, and it was 90, 98, 99, something like that. And I started walking out the door into the parking lot, and I started to get a little wobbly, and before I knew it, I was passing out. So my sister's like, get her adrenal medication, blah, blah, blah. And so I took more of my medication and drank a ton of water. They threw me in the back of a pickup truck, not the back, but in the cab, you know what I mean, on the back seat. And I cooled off quickly and came around. It was embarrassing, but that's how hot it was on vacation. And my sketching was so bad. It was so bad. The other thing is I wanted to find out from you guys, a couple years ago, I had played my harp on camera, and some of you really liked it. And I thought, well, maybe I should start a new channel, Sharon Cullen Harp or something like that. And everybody was saying, no, do it on this channel. We like it. Music is art too, and da-da-da-da-da-da. So I thought, okay. So I've played a couple times. Once when I was just starting out. I think I played a Christmas song last Christmas, before I disappeared from YouTubeville. And I thought, well, maybe I'll start doing that again. I have been practicing my harp a lot because I lost my skills. I was unable to keep my arm out in front of me to play my harp. It takes a lot of strength, a lot of upper back strength, a lot of posture. It's very easy to injure yourself playing harp. So it's taken me a long time to get my arms out there in front of me and to be able to hold this arm there because of my shoulder replacement. That is contributing also to my neck and back spasms, which I'm trying to overcome, and I was doing well for a while. I find that when I'm working on new music, I tend to do this and I tense up. And when I'm tensing up to learn, it's creating muscle spasms up here because I don't have any muscles there anymore. I just two. So I've got like my anterior and posterior deltoid. That's about it. So anyway, I thought maybe I'll start playing my harp on here a little bit more too. I'm trying to get over some performance anxiety. I played the flute professionally. I played for 25 years. And I played in orchestras. I played in a Christian band. I played in all sorts of stuff. But I don't have performance anxiety with that unless I have a really tough orchestral arrangement that I have to do. And also I would get anxiety when, because of my lung problems, I'd get a lot of pneumonia. Usually around Christmas time when people are hiring you for orchestras and musicals and stuff like that. And then I can't breathe. Well, there's no backup. You're the flute player. Sometimes there's two, but there's two for a reason. They want harmonies or piccolo and flute or whatever. So right before COVID started, I decided I'm going to try a new instrument. I need to play a string instrument. It won't matter how bad I breathe. I could have pneumonia and play a string instrument. So what do I choose? The hardest string instrument there is, the harp. And I find that not only did I have to learn to play treble clef on the harp, which I played treble clef on the flute, I didn't know bass clef. So I had to learn bass clef, which would be like the left hand on a piano, or deep instruments like a bassoon or alto bass clarinet or contrabass flute or cello, things like that. So I had to learn them, and it took me a while. So I'm finally able to read both lines of music fairly proficiently. Well, playing the flute, I never have to take my eyes off the music. I don't need to see my fingers. I can feel my placement and know what note that I'm playing. On the harp, every string feels exactly the same, which is why we have some of them that are colored red or blue for a C string or an F string. And I have to glance every now and then for my hand placement. Some of it I can feel. They call it shapes, so that you know, okay, if you're going to play this chord, it's this shape. If you're going to play this chord, then it's this shape. And you know the distance between the strings. It has been very, very difficult to learn. So I'm trying to do more and more of it because my brightness just changed. That was really weird. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to do more of that because I want to start giving back and playing at nursing homes and giving the elderly something back. So I'm going to start doing that. But I need to be playing publicly. I'm playing at my church. I don't get enough time to learn the music, which is difficult. With flute, I can just sight read it, but on harp, I need to learn it. It's just a whole different ball game. But anyway, I thought that I would play my harp here. Leave me a comment down below if you'd like me to play my harp here. I might just change the name of my channel to Sharon Cullen Art and Harp, and that way I'll do both here. So let me know what you think down below, and Tully, that's okay. And that's pretty much it. I will talk to you all soon. Remember, be courageous, paint with wild abandon, and most of all, be kind to each other. Take care. God bless you. I've missed you, and